Hello student, good morning. Today we will start the new life cycle Leishmania donovani. Leishmania donovani. That is the protozoan parasite. Classification of Leishmania donovani. Phylum Protozoa, subphylum Plasmodroma, class Mastigophora, subclass Zoomastigina, order Protomoniadina, genus Leishmania, species donovani. This is the classification of Leishmania donovani. Leishmania donovani is causative agent. Leishmania donovani is the causative agent of Kala Azar. Causative agent of Kala Azar. Which disease causing the Leishmania donovani? Kala Azar. Black fever. It is commonly called as black fever, dum-dum fever, or visceral leishmaniasis. This is the different types of disease name: Kala Azar, black fever, dum-dum fever, or visceral leishmaniasis. The disease is prevalent in part of India. The disease is prevalent in parts of India, UP, Bihar, Bengal. In the India, different types of states, that is the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Bengal also. And other countries, that is Nepal, China, Philippopotamus, example Philippopotamus argentipus in India. Dogs, cats and some wild animals are the reserve host. Reserve host, which are the reserve hosts? Dogs, cat and some wild animals are the reserve host. The parasite is dimorphic and digenetic. Parasites are the dimorphic and digenetic. Means two generation takes place in these parasites. In sandfly, it has a narrow, elongated, non-flagellate. Sandfly, it is a narrow, elongated, non-flagellate fusiform body of 14 to 20 micrometer in length. Means sandfly is the intermediate host of this Leishmania donovani. Intermediate host or the vector. And some larval stages also develop in the body of this sandfly. That's why it is called as the digenetic type of. Some reproduction or larval stages develop in the intermediate host and adult develop in the, that is the definitive host. Flagellates fusiform body of 14 to 20 micrometer in length. In human beings, the parasite is small, oval and non-flagellates with a size of 2 to 4 micrometer. Kinetoblast, basal granule and an internal flagellum like rhizoplast is present. This is the body structure, morphological body structure of this Leishmania donovani. Kinetoblast present, basal granules and an internal flagellum like rhizoplast is present. The parasite is uninucleate. It is intracellular pathogen It is the intracellular pathogens. Multiplication is by fission. Multiplication is by the fission. Fission म्हणजे binary fission, longitudinal fission is the asexual reproduction takes place and multiplication of this Leishmania donovani. After entering the body, it passes into macrophages of liver. It passes into macrophages of the liver, spleen, lymph glands, bone marrow, intestinal mucosa, etc. Later, the parasite attacks white blood corpuscles, spleen and liver enlarge, high fever, weakness and anemia ensure. There is breakdown of immune system. Immune system is breakdown or damage from this, causing the Kala Azar disease. The skin darkness over legs, arms and abdomen. Skin also appearing darkness. Hence the name Kala Azar. Prevention and control. How to prevent this type of infection and how to control this infection and disease. In India, where reserve hosts are not important. The treatment of human cases and destruction of sandfly. Alone can greatly reduce the amount of visceral leishmaniasis. Means first to given the treatment to those human beings infected from this Leishmania donovani and destruction of sandfly. Sandfly is the vector that also can greatly reduce the amount of visceral leishmaniasis. In areas where dogs constitute a constant source of infection. For sandflies. Campaign to destroy all street dogs and other with obvious skin lesions will effectively reduce the reservoir of this disease. Two types of drugs are given in the treatment of Kala Azar. Example, antimonials and dimidines. The use of sodium and potassium. Antimony. Tartrates have been replaced by pentavalent antimonials. antimonials, of which ethyl stibamine, stibamine, neostiboson. This is the medicines. Urea stibamine and sodium antimony gluconate boson have been the most effective drugs. All these are the most effective drugs of this Leishmania. Neostiboson and sodium antimony gluconate may given intramuscularly, which is advantageous in mass treatment. Which is the advantage of mass treatment. The diamidines are common in the cases where antimony are not responding positively. Antimony are not responding positively. Other example of Leishmania tropica also. This classification: phylum Protozoa, subphylum Plasmodroma, class Mastigophoria, subclass Domesticina, order Protomonadina, genus Leishmania, species Tropica. Leishmania tropica, genus and species. This Leishmania tropica causes dermal or skin leishmaniasis, also called as oriental sore or Delhi sore. Oriental sore or Delhi sore, Delhi boil. It occurs in arid and semi-arid tropical areas like central and western India. Central Asia and Central Africa. The disease is spread by sandfly, Phlebotomus sargenti in India. This is the species of this Leishmania tropica, sandfly, Phlebotomus sargenti in India. Species of sandfly. It infects endothelial cells of exposed parts of skin, producing ulcerated wounds. These control measures of this Leishmania tropica. Leishmania tropica can be treated radially with chemotherapy. Antimony tartrate should be applied locally after removal of scab and crusts to heal ordinarily ulcers. Atirbrin and berberine sulfate should be injected around sores. This is the different types of drugs on the disease of this leishmaniasis. In case of secondary infection of ulcers, penicillin, bacitracin or other later antibiotics should be injected. To avoid secondary infection, regular cleaning and dressing of wounds should be practiced. Okay, thank you. This is the Leishmania donovani, Leishmania tropica.